Hi guys. So in this video, we are going to learn how to read properties file and basically why this property file is required. Okay. So to understand this, why it is important, let's go here in our code base and we'll see. Uh, so under this resources, I have two properties file. Okay. One is dev.properties, one is qa.properties. Okay. Let me open it and show you. So here we have given base URL, okay, and then a username, then password, and then suppose access token URL, okay, and that could be something, okay, equal to https colon slash slash microsoft.com dot sfurl. Okay, suppose this is there. Okay, so what happens, when if anybody will ask you to run your test cases, your automation script in some environment like dev environment or QA environment or some production environment or canary environment, there are multiple stages. Okay, so in that case what will happen, so for every environment there are few different things, okay, like base URL will be different, username will be different, password will be different obviously, and to generate access token and other things, few things are different, and that is common in all the environments. Okay, so that's what we use to create this. Once anybody will create these properties file, those many properties for every environment, if anybody is asking to run your test cases in that environment, so easily you can go and easily you can run, right? No need to do any changes inside our code. That is what the advantage of this properties file. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn how to read this properties file. Okay, so I have one class over here, read properties file, and this main method I'm creating one load property method that is returning properties. Okay, properties file. Okay, now so I've created one object, right? File is equal to new file, and this is what the file name, and this file name should be the proper path of this one. So to get that to proper path, what we can do, to just a second, file name. Okay, file name is equal to uh not file name, let me make it path. Okay, string path. Okay, string path is equal to system dot 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 get environment. Okay, then we can write like user dot dir. Okay, user dot directory, not this get environment. Just a second. uh, System dot get property. Okay, so that system dot get property. Okay, this user directory. So what does this user directory mean? It will point to this one. Okay, like it now it is pointing to this one. Then after what we have to go, we have to go inside resources. Okay, so here just plus plus, then go like this, and here you need to write a file separator. Okay, so to write that file separator, we have something like file dot separator. Okay, just you write like this, file dot separator. Okay, like this. Okay, so what is this file separator? This will be slash sign. So this indicates like after this we have one folder like resources folder, so we need to go there. So this is what user directory, it is pointing here. Then we are going inside resources folder, then resources, and then this file name. Okay, so now the it will be like proper path along with this file name. Okay, now we can, yeah, this is perfectly fine. Okay, now this is whatever uh, file name will give, and one more thing, we can append the extension over here so that we don't need to pass from outside. Okay, perfectly fine. Now, see the path we have defined, like we have given the path of that file, whatever file they will give, either dev.properties or QA. So whatever they will give, it will point, this string path will point to that. Okay, now you have that path, right? Now what we have to do, we have to create one file object. File is equal to new file, and this path we need to provide over there along with that file name. Okay, now we have to create one file input stream. File input stream object. Okay, file input is equal to new file input stream. Okay, let me copy paste here, and inside this you need to provide this file. Okay, just follow the steps, that's it. Nothing big deal, you have to remember these things. Okay, and it is very easy to remember. Now now what we have done, so this will ask for some exception, so let me throw this exception, file not found exception. So now we have created one object, properties prop is equal to new properties. Okay, and in this properties there is one inbuilt method. Okay, that is called load, props props dot load. Okay, so that's dot load. Okay, load, see it is asking for input file is stream, right? So which one will give, we can give this file input. This is what we have to provide. Okay, and this is asking for throw some exception. Okay, input output exception, and now return this properties file. Okay, now just return this properties file. So now that properties file is over here. Now let me go in our main class. Suppose which property file we want to read. Okay, so string proper property file equal to dev. Suppose dev we want to read. Okay, so we have given like this, and then after we can get the properties. Okay, so this method we will be using, and what it is returning, it is returning properties, right? Tis properties pro is equal to this method we can call it. Okay, along with this file name. So this is what the file name we are providing, right? So this is what file name we are providing, and this file name will go over, set it over here. So if it is dev, then dev dot properties. If it is qa, then qa dot properties. Okay, so why this is throwing error, because we need to make it static. Okay, still it is throwing out declaration. Perfect. Now it is perfectly fine. Okay, now see, as we have written this dev, right? So what it will do, it will go to this, and it will now point to all these variables. Okay, so just let me print some of them and let me show you. Okay, so now this properties is there, right? Let me system dot out dot println. Okay, println pro dot get. Okay, just you have to write get, and you have to provide the which key you want to read. Okay, so in our dev case we want to read, suppose access token we want to read. Okay, so just keep like this, access token. So what we have done, we have made one generic method to load any property file. Okay, so whatever this file name user will provide, so that property file will get loaded. Okay, okay, if user is giving like dev, then dev will get loaded. If user is giving qa, then qa will get loaded. So here we have loaded first dev. Okay, and in dev we have this access token that we are going to print to using system.out.println. Okay, now let me do right click and let me run this. Okay, what is that exception coming, exception in main thread? Okay, so what it is telling, under this these resources, this dev properties is not there. Okay, why? See here we have done one mistake here, one file separator is required. Okay, and that file separator is missing. Okay, this is what the file separator, after resources also this file separator is required. Okay, so after resources let me give this file separator, and then file name, and then properties file. Okay, now let me run this, and then we should get it. See, See, you got it right. So this is what the value of this access token. Okay, let me print base URL. Okay, and that is like 8087 localhost. Okay, so let me go here and get base URL. Okay, so let me go and run this. See, 8087, you got it right. So now like this we can get all the properties value under this. Now suppose we want to point not to dev1, we want to point just qa1. Okay, so what just you need to provide here is qa. Okay, okay, just save it. And in qa, what is the base url? Base url is 8081, not 8087. 8087 was for dev dot properties. Okay, so see this how beautiful it is. Just at one place we are providing this, and we are reading all the properties defined under that file. Okay, just let me see here, 8081, this is what it is, right? Perfectly fine. Now let me try this username. Okay, so let me go here and provide get username. Okay, let me go and run it. See that test.gmail.com. This is what the value of username is. Okay, so this is how we can read values from the property file, and I have told you why it is so important. Okay, so when we will be creating framework in further videos, no, so at that time you will see the real time like how they are using actually. Okay, so that's it for now guys. Thanks a lot.